Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Niladri Mukherjee. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I practice here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. I am also the founder and the CEO of Nuvonation Immigration Consulting. Because we work on so many procedural fairness letter cases, it is extremely difficult for me to pinpoint one or two very specific cases that resulted in a success. Because with my kind of practice, so far I could tell you the success rate is close to 98 to 99%. And I'm talking about cases literally from all across the world, coming from Africa to India to various other parts of Asia, such as Pakistan, Philippines. A lot of cases come from the Middle East, and a lot of cases come from the Eastern European part as well. Success rate so far has been 98 to 99%. Hence, it is relatively difficult for me to pinpoint one or two cases. But definitely, I'm going to talk about three distinct, unique cases that I found very, very interesting from my practice, at least in the last quarter. First case, the client approaches me from Nigeria, applied for a study permit with the wife, no children. They're in the late 40s, no children, husband and wife. Wife applied for the study permit, the husband applied for an open work permit. The immigration RCIC has a concern that the bank account statement was not genuine. Client came for a consultation, had a detailed consultation, reviewed the bank statement and realized, well, RCIC's concern is actually not true. The bank statement provided indeed was genuine. The client was extremely shattered after receiving the PFL because obviously, he is a genuine client, he is a genuine candidate. Responded to the PFL within 7 days kind of a time, getting an updated letter from the bank, a certification from the manager with updated statement, with proper explanation, and got it done successfully. Not only the ban was averted, we have been able to successfully receive the study permit as well as the open work permit for the client. So that's number one. Case number two. Client approaches us from India. The wife is a student in Canada. The husband applied for an open work permit through an agent in India. Again, an unlicensed agent, not a consultant, but an agent. The husband did have a UK visa refusal that the agent did not mention it in the application form. The husband approaches me. We responded to the PFL successfully. The ban was averted. Now they have been given some days of time to give some additional documents. Once those documentation parts are done, the ban part has already been done. Once those documentation part is over, they will be able to have a successful application as well. So that is a very common situation, a very common application where an unlicensed agent is forgetting to mention some visa refusals. They do not know the repercussions. But once you come to us, we understand and know how to respond to these kind of situations with success, for the most part at least. Case number three, a client reaches us from South Africa. The client is originally from Ghana, lives in South Africa with the wife, and here also the wife has applied for a study permit, the husband has applied for the open work permit. They have got, I think, 2 or 3 children, and all of them have applied for the respective study permit. The husband once had a problem with the United States where the husband was not allowed to entry into the United States, and the husband was given lifetime ban to enter into the United States. The husband has mentioned the details in the application form, but an explanation of the ban of the US was not provided. He received a PFL. Response time was given was about 30 days. We responded to the letter within 7 days. The ban was averted. All the applications were approved. So these are some of the very, very interesting cases that I just came to my mind. Another example, a startup visa client. I think I must tell you this. A startup visa client applied for a startup visa from India. The person had some kind of US immigration issues. The person was not deported, the person was not banned, but the person was given a removal order from the US. Now, technically speaking, the person did not have a visa refusal. The person was not denied entry to the US. So the person did not explain that part again well in the application form without knowing whether that part should be mentioned or not. And mind you, this is a startup visa case, meaning that the person has already invested a lot of money, time and effort into this process. Came to me, consulted, responded to the letter within 7-10 days kind of a time, everything went very, very smoothly. In all these cases, if you will, one common factor that I realize after working on so many cases is the time. If you have given 30 days to respond to the letter, and if you're responding to the letter literally on the 30th day, sometimes I have seen immigration asking question like, why do you really need 30 days to respond to this letter? Sure, we have given you 30 days. That does not really mean you will take all the days to give a response to the letter, which could probably have been done within 2-3 days of time. That's the kind of situation where they sort of think, whether are you fabricating an information? Did you not have all the information? Are you trying to use any other means to procure those kind of information? So my general suggestion to all my PFL clients is respond to the letter within a span of a week maximum. If you have given 30 days, it's just cool. But really, that does not mean you will need exact 30 days. Now, if you have given 7 days to the letter, take your time. The whole point is just do not sit on the letter to see really what's happening, watching 1000 YouTube videos to get contradictory opinion. Maybe it does make sense to come for a consultation. It could be me or it could be anybody that you trust. Get a proper case specific legal opinion. Do not just sit with it for a very, very long time and then responding in a manner that is not convincing. If you need our assistance with the whole process, again, come for a consultation. We do work with a lot of PFL cases day in and day out. We know how to respond, what type of documents to be provided, what type of additional documents, even something that is not even being required or even been asked by RCIC to be included or no. All these details we have a very thorough understanding on. So come for a consultation. That is the first step. We'll be very happy to have a case specific discussion with you to be able to arrive with the next step. But please do not either respond to the letter in a haste or just don't sit on the letter without really knowing what needs to be done. And then when you have like 2-3 days kind of a time, you're responding to the letter in a haste. That is really, really challenging, is what I see from my experience. Having said all that, I could tell you IRCC is considerate. IRCC goes through each and every line that you're writing on the PFL response letter. They do review everything. They do review all the information that you provide. They do review all the supporting documents that you provide. Hence, it does make all the sense to come out with a constructive, comprehensive submission for you to convince IRCC, because as I have said multiple times, this is probably your last chance to save your future from Canada. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now. Cheers.